está abierto. Ajá. Come try it. Hola, Bimba. Mm. All right. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How's everybody doing? Hello, Charles, JG. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? So at the moment, I am just on this gold long, right? I added to my gold longs, moving my stop losses to break even here. I added to my gold longs here on the pullback. And I closed most of my add-on here at the highs, letting the rest of it ride. Easy lad, were you targeting on GJ in the VAPFX signal group that once not be sent in right? That's a swing trade. That's a swing trade. That's on the swing trade group, mate. Good morning, team. How are you, mate? Yeah, but I'm looking into this DJ short. Here's my setup. I'm gonna show you. All right. So basically, um, yeah, basically I was waiting for the liquidation of all of these players, right? And I got tagged in. Yeah, I got filled short. My stop losses are above, the structure high. Hey man, greetings from Italy in the house. Um, and the thing is that I will possibly close 75% of my trade if the Japanese yen breaks with the lows. That's the idea. For the time being, I'm still holding it. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Need to sign up with another broker as I already use Ava, so just sub for now. Awesome, Jordan. Come on, man. What? Hey, mate. How's it going? From Australia in the house. Bosnia in the house. All right, so this gold was yesterday's buy limits, right? That got triggered. Pretty cool sniper entry, if you ask me, right? So a ton of volume here in GJ on the Japanese yen, right? Pretty sniper entry. My stop losses are break even on yesterday's entry. I took another buy. I actually on my add-on. This is just 25% of the remaining position. I already took profits on that, so made for that euro yen loss from yesterday. Awesome. Thanks for the rundown. Awesome. India in the house. UK in the fucking house. How's everybody doing? I'm having fun. You know, well, this, I mean, gold, to me, to me, gold is bullish, right? And yeah, the reason that I move my stop losses to break even is because, if you look at the volume right now, there's a ton of buying pressure here, right? There's a ton of buying pressure. Um, but still, we are trading against the trend. We are trading against the trend. So, better be safe than sorry, right? And yeah, also the reason that I haven't taken any profits from yesterday, from the VAP signal, is because price hasn't even gotten to a 1R. So that's fine. How do you order a close of a part of the load at a certain price in MT5? Well, that's simple. If you look here, you just click on the order, right? And for example, on this pound yen, I am going to close them. I'm going to show you. If the pound yen breaks with the highs, I'm going to close 70% of my trade here. So I'm going to show you how it's done, right? I have 2.89 lots short on the pound yen, right? Um, and I want to close half of it. So on the volume, right, 2.9, so that's 145, right? On 1.45, and then you click here. Cerrar. I mean, this is in Spanish, of course, but you click on the yellow button. Actually, I'm not going to close it, but that's how you do it. All right, gold. So my first targets are here, of course, at the buy side liquidity, right? Let's have a look at that gold. On the, what is it? 3 minute. I'm sorry if you hear some noise. My gardener is here, so there's nothing I can do. Yeah, so my first targets are here, right at the London session highs, and yeah, let's wait for it. And let's have a look at some volume, right? We're here on the 1 minute chart. Um, what indicators do I have here? I have no indicators here. So, why don't we fool around with some volume just to show you what I'm talking about, right? Fixed range. So I'm going to show you the volume for the pre-market, right? This is the volume profile on gold, right? Of course, these are CFDs. This is not gold futures. So basically, what I'm looking at here is the volume of Oanda because I'm looking at Oanda's, price data. But CFDs, are derivatives, so they track actual gold prices. Whatever. I don't know if Rwanda creates their own, market or whatever. It doesn't matter. So basically, what I'm looking at here is this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go from the lows. Basically, the same thing, right? So from the lows, yeah, you can see that this is the point of control, right? Right here where price just hits and pulls back up. That's the point of control. The point of control is the level with the highest volume on the period that I'm looking at, right? So that's the point of control. And if we wanted to look at the volume from the real lows of the move, then we are below the point of control. So, it's quite speculative to look at the volume profile, to establish levels where price might bounce from because I mean you can. It's very much like Elliott wave that you can plot, waves um, in any part of historic price action. But yeah, the upside in this market is absolutely not given, not yet. But I'm a break even on all of my gold longs. Not looking to add to this trade. I actually added, right? I took profits here at the highs, and I added here a 0.3% risk, but I quickly moved it at break even because it was really, really, really sketchy. So let's have a look at what we can do today, what we can find. Uh, all right, so US dollar. First of all, let's have a look at the economic calendar. Oh, what happened with gold? Yeah, pretty much basically the same thing. All right, so there's nothing. Yeah, Powell is speaking where? At the Division Research of Statistics. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, let's be careful. He already started apparently because, hold on, this is not good. I am, right now, I'm Tijuana. I think I'm Pacific. It's 8:21 a.m. here, so I'm gonna put Tijuana. That's fine. All right, so apparently he already started speaking, um, or he already ended. Yeah, whatever. All right, so gold is about to stop me out of break even on this add-on, which is fine. Um, yeah, I got stopped out of break even. I'm going to wait for the open because we might get an opportunity to go long again gold. hmm I'm definitely not going to add here. Now, where am I going to look for possible gold longs? Well, I'm going to tell you just that. Very possibly, very possibly we'll be placing buy limits below these lows. Yeah, I already have this buys from earlier today, but very possibly I'm going to place buy limits here with a 0.2% risk. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. This is not going to be a VIP signal, mates. This is just me adding on to my position, right? Pending order right here. So I'm just showing you what I'm about to do, what I'm going to do. It's up to you if you want to follow or not. Yeah. Should I get trigger on this one? I'll probably write it a little bit higher. Yeah. All right. Any questions, guys, before the casino opens? So yeah, yesterday's Euro Yen was a quite a big hit for For me, normal. I mean, I lost 0.85% on that trade, and normally I risk between 0.25 and 0.60%. But the thing is that, let me explain to you why I did what I did, right? My stop. Hold on, where were my stop losses? I really don't remember. But the thing is that that position was placed, front running the Asian session open, right? Front running this move to the downside or this move. I really don't remember. But the thing is that spreads in this market get quite wide. So if I were to have left my stop losses where I had them, I would have been taken out at the close on wide spreads, on a stop hunt. In hindsight, I got stopped out for a loss too, but in my opinion, that was the optimal decision to take. Orlando, what are your thoughts on GEU? Yeah, we can have a look at that. Uh-oh. So, no more euro yen. Okay, just a second. GU. Yeah, I don't have a setup on GU. So here's the thing: when you're looking at the pound U.S. dollar, what are you looking to trade? Are you looking to trade the U.S. dollar or are you looking to trade the pound? Right? If you don't know, the way that I trade is pretty simple, made. I only trade the U.S. dollar and the Japanese yen. I'm sorry. So, all of these markets here on the right side of my screen, the pound yen, USD CAD, USD Swiss franc, euro yen, the pound yen, I'm sorry, etc. Those are markets where I trade, or those are, products, financial products where I trade those two markets in. So what I do is I look for spots to trade the US dollar on a daily basis. For example, today I might be looking for longs on the USD on a pullback, etc. So I would go to the pound US dollar, possibly looking for longs, right? So that's what I do. Yeah, it's not a chainsaw, mate. I mean, it's not. I mean, Halloween is over. It's not a chainsaw. My gardener is here, and yeah, he's cutting off the grass, and he has a fucking big machine. And there's nothing I can do because even if I shout to him, to stop, he wouldn't hear me because he wears, ear protectors. All right, 2 minutes until the casino opens. But it's not a chainsaw. That was funny. All right, focusing on gold here. We have a clean break of the structure. We have liquidity here at the lows. I really dig this, setup. On the 5 minute chart, it looks like this. Here is that imbalance that I am looking to play right here. So this is my This is possibly my entry at the open. Do you trade USD CAD, and if you do, what are your thoughts? No, I don't trade the USD CAD too much. I mean, if I am going to trade the USD CAD, it's because that particular market or product has the best US dollar setup. All right, the market just opened. Let's go. We need that push down. Bam. In gold. The Japanese yen is fine. The S&P 500. Let's have a look at some US equities. I mean, super choppy. Um, well, yesterday, mates. I don't know if you remember. Yesterday, I had a buy limit here in the S&P 500. This was my setup, or this was where I placed my buy limits in the S&P 500. Price failed to break with the lows and didn't fill me in, but my bias was correct. All right. Uh-huh. I don't trade stocks. I do not. Oh, I got filled gold long. All right, let's have a look at this. Got filled gold long. Let's have a look at the. I mean, if price breaks with these highs, I'm definitely going to close at least 60% of my trade here. Boom, that's a nice entry long gold. Have a look at that. Boom. So monitoring, this market in particular, I'm fine with gold. Um, so, let me have a look at the Japanese yen for a second. Yeah, this fine entry in gold. All right, I'm going to cut 60% of this trade off on the street, 70% off. So that'll be, I'm gonna cut two lots off of this trade. It's just not. Once it breaks with the highs, I mean, if it doesn't break with this high, there's absolutely no reason for me to close partials at a small loss, managing my risk. But if it does, I need to. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, I'm fine with gold. I really, really, really like this entry. Long gold here. Of course, I'll manage it. That's fine. This is the one I'm most intrigued about. Yeah, I'm gonna close two lots here. Not yet. Not yet. All right, closing two lots. I'm gonna send this to my swing trading group. Closing 70% of my GBP Japanese yen shorts here for I don't know how much was for a small 0.14% loss. Boom. So apparently we fucking made it in gold. All right, should we move stop losses to break even? I think I will. I'm gonna move my stop losses to break even here in gold long. Let me see the 1 minute chart though. No, not yet. Moving my stop losses a little bit higher. How can you keep calm when lost some trades? I mean, it's not about keeping calm, mate. It's about understanding the math behind your entry model, right? I know that. I mean, you have to go to lab, and mine the data. I know that the particular profitability of said setup. I know how I must manage it if it breaks with the structure against me or against my against my position, etc. I mean, yeah. Uh, just don't focus on the outcome of one single trade because that's not how you do this, mate. It doesn't matter if you lose one, two, three, four trades in a row. It really doesn't fucking matter. What matters if you made or you made the optimal decisions when you were placing those trades and when you were managing those trades. All right, so let's rock this. Um, hmm. So look at this chart. Yeah, pretty cool. So the point of interest, of course, is here. Here's the point of interest in gold to the tick. That's the order block, right? But I place my orders on the inefficiency left by the surge of buyers that jumped in on that on set order block. So sometimes my entries are not going to be perfectly sniped, but I'd rather get triggered, than trying to fucking snipe an entry. So getting 9 pips in a drawdown on a position is fine. Now that we have this weak low, I am going to move my stop losses to break even on this add-on. If you notice, let me just thicken the shit out. Um, you know, um, we got this candle, mitigating or filling that imbalance, right? And if price breaks with this low, then I don't want to be long anymore, right? Now we are not out of the woods just yet because we need a break of the 1963.65 level. If we get a break of the 1963.65 level, then we will be golden. Any questions? Uh huh. So, yeah. Optimal decision to close this. Now I'm just risking what, 1.6%. Overall would be a 0.3% loss, and I was risking 0.6%. So cutting my possible losses by half. All right, let's have a look at the S&P 500. We are break even, so and truly at break even. I'm going to place truly at break even. So if I get stopped out of break even, that's fine, right? Um, let's have a look at the S&P 500. All right, so also, yeah, I'll possibly close. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that pound yen anymore. Mm-mm. It's I thought the question. Um, Nothing really. You know what? Today I had this. I had a sell limit in the Nikkei right here. So I deleted it. Uh-huh. This was my setup on the Nikkei short. You know. Mm-mm. Well, break even gold long. Yeah. Hmm. I took another buy here in gold. But that's just me. That's why I moved my MT4. I don't want you guys to follow me blindly, because I'm gonna manage it very, very fast and very aggro. But yeah, yeah. So it's I mean yeah, it is quite quite hard to actively trade and do these live shows, guys. So if you if you see me just not saying anything, is because I am actually trading. All right. So any questions at all? Any questions at all? I'm going to tag this Nikkei because I want to look at it I want to look at it after. Quite aggressive re-entry here, gold long for me. Um, Here's what I did. And I took a 0 point, let me see, 0.28% risk. And I'm gonna let it ride. So, any questions, guys? If you don't have any questions, I am going to log out. Um, there's a couple of big opportunities, and we need to be focused. So, if you don't have any questions, there's no reason for me to be here. Mate, can we look at the DXY, please? Hold on. Yeah. That's the thing before I log out. DXY. So, to be completely honest, I'm looking. I don't have a real clear bias on DXY. That's why I haven't traded it. I haven't traded the US dollar today. No clear bias for me. Hold on. Just a second, man. Just a second, mate. I would appreciate a second. Just managing my trade. All right, so what's going on here? Let's have a look at the 3-minute chart on DXY. We have, let's wait for the, for my sessions. Yeah, for the squares to load. So, we got a clean break of the Asian session highs. In this case, right, we should be looking for longs, but here we have, I don't even know if, yeah, the pre-market highs, hold on. All right, Japanese yen breaking with those lows, so I'll probably get stopped out on my pound yen short. Just a second, mate. All right. Well, I'm gonna let it ride because it's near my stop loss. Let me first of all show you this. So I told you that I trade the Japanese yen and the US dollar, right? Now, if you look at this is Japanese yen basket, right, which is basically the same thing as the DXY, right? Gives you a gauge on how the Japanese yen is, trending, moving, trading. So my stop loss for Japanese yen longs, which are basically my pound yen shorts, is below these lows. That's why I had an alert, right? So if price breaks with these lows, I'm gonna be stopped out pound yen long, short, right? So these highs is where I place my stop losses, about these highs. So if Japanese yen breaks with these lows, the pound yen is most definitely going to break with these highs, and those are my stop loss levels for Japanese yen longs. Now, what were you talking about? What you wanted to see the DXY. So let's go back to the DXY. So, pre market, New York pre market, we saw barely a sweep of the highs, right? And then we got a real market structure shift. Now, the difference between a break of structure and a liquidity sweep is exactly this. This is a clean break of the structure, clean break of the structure. Now, liquidity sweep is just a push higher, liquidating those highs, and then we have a market structure shift, meaning that the short-term bullish momentum in this market has ended, right? So that's why I would be looking for shorts if I were going to trade the DXY today, which I am not. All right, so that's me, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Um, if you're not part of the VAP group, you know what to do. You know, um, yeah, we got stopped out of break even on this, gold long, which is fine. I already closed my add-on of break even too. But yeah, that's how that's how this works. Sometimes, trades are not going to run in your direction, and you know what? It might be that price in gold just breaks with the highs later today. Really doesn't matter. But the way that I manage my trade is the optimal way because the data shows me that this is how I have to make my trading decisions. If that is not what you do, well, that's fine. All right. So thank you for joining me, guys. Quick, short session today. And I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.